guys! So this will be my review of Haikyuu 207 Preparation. And in this chapter we finally have all of our main characters, so Hinata, Kageyama, Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, and all of the other Karasuno players in the same chapter. We've been focusing a lot on Nekoma lately, and as much as I love those guys, Karasuno is our main school, and it's there we have our main characters, and I've been missing them a lot. But it's great to see them again, and we kind of had this reintroduction for the chemistry that they had with each other, so especially Hinata and Kageyama's rivalry, Hinata's rivalry to Asahi and Tsukishima, and then we got a lot of the others kind of reintroduced. And it was a kind of good way to do it with the test that they did, the jumps and the height measurements and whatever. It was kind of a good way to see where they all stood and how they've all grown, because for Nishinoya and Hinata, who are really small, it's good for them that they've grown like 1 or 2 centimeters, and it made for some really funny moments. The chapter also focuses a lot on the fact that they're going to the spring tournament, and because of that they are looking for sponsors so that they can have money for transportation and their stay in Tokyo and food and what else. So we have a few moments with that, and it's probably going to be important later on, because I have a feeling that Karasuno won't make it too far into the tournament, which means that they're probably going to feel like they let the school down, they let themselves down, the third years, and the sponsor who paid money so that they could actually go to the tournament. And I think that may be one of their motivations to kind of get better and not just give up when they lose. So the big shocker of the chapter was of course the ending, where Kageyama is invited to a training camp with the Japan youth group. And that's a really big thing, because if you remember, this is the group that Ushikawa is a part of, and that's a really big deal. This is gonna be a big moment for Kageyama, because he's always been told that he's self-centered, and for that reason people don't want him because he can't work together with the teams. But now he's been invited to a training camp for the people who represent the youth of volleyball in Japan. And that's going to be a really big moment for him, and I think it's going to be a big moment for his character, because he could very easily go back to his very arrogant self and then become more of the Kageyama that he was in junior high and less of the Kageyama that he is right now. But he could also go in the other direction and then really use this to his advantage and get a lot of experience with all of these really great players that he's obviously going to be surrounded by. And I'm almost 99% sure that's the road he's going to take, but I think it would be interesting to see him kind of being tempted to be to go back to his old self, because he's so much better than the others. But yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to see what happens to Kageyama, and I kind of hope that we get kind of like a solo arc focusing on him on the training camp. And I'm also quite interested to see what Hinata's reaction is gonna be, because Hinata and Kageyama are this inseparable pair, and they're always together in everything they do. And it's gonna be really interesting to see how Hinata's gonna not kind of cope with not having Kageyama there, but see how he's gonna grow without him. And Hinata did a lot of that through the course of the second season, if you watch the anime. But I'm interested to see how much further he can grow without Kageyama, because at some point he's gonna need to be independent. And as we saw in the Shiratorizawa fight, there are gonna be times when Kageyama won't have the stamina or won't be able to play, because he is the player that moves the most on the court. So Hinata needs to be able to do stuff by himself, because if he can't stay on court without Kageyama. And if we remember way back in the beginning, Hinata always said that he wanted to not be seen as a pair with Kageyama, but he wanted to be seen as his own person. And I think that might be where we're going right now. Yeah, those were my thoughts on the chapter, and if you have anything to say or any thoughts of your own on the chapter, please leave them in the comments below. I like to read them. And if you liked anything I have to say, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, bye!